Hey guys, just wanted to explain the three types of axe jacks that we have. This is the most standard version. It's called the standard axe. And this is the second version. We call this the axe jack. And this is the ultimate version, the big axe. And these are the wedges. Starting from the standard axe, every axe that we have is basically 3 inches in thickness, very stable and very strong, and they're made with extremely high grade durable plywood. So essentially this is indestructible. It will not chip, unless you forcefully do something to it. It will not chip when you're using it. It will not split, just like how plastic is. A lot of these jacks on the market are made out of plastic, and it's actually more dangerous to use plastic, in my opinion, than to use durable wood. I myself has been using one for almost a year already without any problems, no chipping and no cracking. So the aesthetics of this was carefully designed. The handle here, the curvature has been rounded, so when you're grabbing it off the barbell, you can pull with force and you won't feel, any sharpness. It's very smooth, comfortable to the touch. So this is the standard axe. So when you want some more leverage when you're unloading the weight plates off the barbell, the next step up would be this jack, the axe jack. And basically what this is a custom handle. You can use this alone, but then when you want leverage, lifting the bar off the ground, to release the weights, you insert this from either side. This works from either side, just like that. And you can load and unload the weights with ease because of this leverage bar. And this portion right here adds a little thickness, so when you're releasing, it adds more thickness to the jack. Now going to the big axe, the ultimate version. This is the ultimate assist. It's our most premium design. With this long axe handle, it gives you the most leverage and ease in and unloading the plates. It makes it extremely simple. You can hardly feel any weight doing it. And the great thing about this is that it's portable. Just like this, it's very cool to walk around with, just like that. But unfortunately, when you're putting it in the bag, it might be bulky. So we came up with a design that you can open it up just like that and remove the handle. As you can see, it's very snug, won't come out. And then when you're done, just close it up, store it just like that. As you can see here, we did an engraving here, it says strength. Very cool. When you want to use it, just tuck it right in, very simple. And close it up. Ready to use. Again, this design is not just for aesthetics. It's been proven, it's been tested by us under heavy loads and works very, very well. And lastly, these are the wedges. What is the wedge? It's designed to stop the plates from moving around. As you can see here, we have a weight plate here as an example. And for my personal use, when I'm unloading the weights, I tend to see the barbell moving around when I'm loading one side. So I always end up using a change plate or something to stop it on the other side, but I always feel like I need something else because most of the time I'm using all the plates I have in my home. So when you put this here, the curvature, the aesthetics of this is perfectly fitted for any type of round barbell plate, and it'll stop it in place. So when you're unloading on the other side, when you release it, it won't go anywhere. And when you're deadlifting, you want all the energy that you need, for the lifts. so you don't have to keep repositioning the bar when you're ready to lift. This is the natural tone version, and this is the painted, black painted version. So as you can see, the wedges have a rubber stopper here, so it won't move when the weights are pressing against it. So as you can see here, we have two different tones. We have the natural, this is the natural wood tone. You'll see in the drop down that you have an option whether to get a painted black version, which is one of the most popular colors, black and white. But it does have, as you can see, it does have a little bit of wood tone incorporated into it. But when you choose wood tone, you're essentially just gonna get something with no engraving, just a simple, no engraving, no paint, wood tone design. Very beautiful, very simple. But if you want something to match, you know, like the Rogue gym equipment, typical gym barbell plates are black and white. So if you want to match the aesthetics to that, you know, you can get the painted version like this. And lastly, not in this listing, but we do have a custom version where you can have your own colors, just like this. This is the same exact design. You see here. You see in the listing pictures that we have one of these, the big axes with the natural wood tone color. And basically you can ask us, this is the custom version, you can ask us to paint it any color you want, do an engraving here, do like an engraving, a simple engraving here, you know, personalize it the way you want it. And this listing is in a separate listing, so we'll leave a link at the bottom. So if you ever want a custom one, you can just click on that, or you can just simply reach out to us and let us know what kind of engraving you like. And for the engravings, you should always keep it simple. The shorter, the better, because it'll just look better when you engrave it. If it's too small, it just wouldn't look right. So we'll start off with the standard. So when you have the bar laying flat like this, sometimes it's good to have two. Just have one of these. You can have one of each of these. So you can just have the bar balanced. So I'll put this on one side, just like that. So let's load some plates up. As you can see, the wiggle is very, very minimal. Now let me take you with me when I'm using the jack. Around here. So right now it's standing off the ground, as you can see. It's right, it's perfect. The height is very perfect. It's very minimal clearance here, very safe. So when you want to release it, you just put it in, just like that. And when you release it, you just lift it up, and you have full control, just like that. Let it down. So right now we have 135 loaded up. It's basically warm up for a lot of people. So now you did your warm up set. You're ready to do start your working sets. So let's lift this up. Load up another 45 pound. All done. Now, at this point, when you unload it, the weight is getting heavy. You're gonna have less control of the bar. So we use the wedge. Now you have the weight set, and when you release it, sometimes the other side, tail end, tends to move around. So it's just good to have a wedge. This is when you need the most leverage, and this thing really shines at these times. So as you can see, very, very minimal effort. 245s. here. So when I'm lifting this, I can do it with one finger. You can see I'll use my pointer finger here, down and up. Very, very minimal effort. So you let go, still have full control, down and out. And now when you're lifting, again, very little effort. Just push down on it. There you go, full control every single time. The best.